yesterday, well actually I think it was actually the day before, if I'm being completely honest, I had cut off all of the tops, took out all of the bad strawberries. Today they're looking a little wilty, definitely extra ripe, but I had pulled out a couple of these that were starting to develop mold on them. We don't want that at all. It is okay for your strawberries to be overripe, even soft, but it is not okay to have any mold forming on any of your fruit. You do not want to can it if you notice that. Now, because these are extra ripe and because I did pull a couple of moldy strawberries out, what I want to do is heat these strawberries up. So I'm going to do, well, I'm going to be doing two different types. I'm going to be canning whole strawberries, which will end up being the hot pack method. Then once those have been put into cans, the remainder are going to be made into jam or preserves. All right, so when preparing for the hot pack method, I have all of these in here. The stove is off. I ran clean, cool water over the strawberries 3 times. This was their like second or third rinse off. I really want to make sure that we don't get any kind of particles in the jars at all. So now that this is all washed, it's all ready to go, I'm going to go ahead and pour in some sugar and lemon juice and get the stove on. All right, so what I have read is for every 4 to 5 cups of strawberries should be about a half a cup of sugar. I don't know how many strawberries are in there. If I'm estimating, okay, a cup is like 4 strawberries. All right, I'll separate it out because we're talking about exact measurements here. Look, whenever it comes to canning, it's not like baking or cooking. You need to follow those recipes to a T. Otherwise, the safety of your food could be compromised. And I have had food go bad, especially fruit. I have had a really hard time successfully canning up fruit. I don't know why. I follow all the steps, but last time my cherries went bad, formed a lot of mold on them. And, well, we can't have that. That can't be a thing that we can have. Now I'm considering, well, why don't I just stick it all in the freezer? I very well could. Put it in the freezer and call it a day. But the reason that I want to have food on the shelves, obviously shelf stable food. It doesn't need to be refrigerated or freezed. It just can sit there. That's all it needs to do is just sit for 12 to 18 months. All right, here I have 8 cups of strawberries. Significantly more here. This will be the jam. This is going to be, we're going to try out those strawberries. Canned up whole strawberries, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. Never done it before. All I can do is see how it goes. It's not going to work there. So, well, look at me. For every 4 cups, they wanted a half a cup of sugar. So I did 8 cups, so I'll be doing 1 cup of sugar. We have our dry measuring cup. All right, this is covered now in the sugar and the lemon juice. What I'm going to do is sit and let it rest for about 15 or 20 minutes. I'm going to let the sugar and the lemon juice really get all of those juices expelled from the strawberries. We'll start mixing it up, we'll turn on the heat, and we'll be good to go at that point. Now, here in the back, we have significantly more than 8 cups of strawberries. Here I have my recipes. This one, old-fashioned strawberry jam without pectin. I do have pectin. I've never used pectin. If I can make jam without it, that works for me. This recipe is from littlehomesandthemaking.com. I'll leave a link down below in the description so you can find it if you want. I also have this other recipe here, and this is for canning whole strawberries. And this is from Ashley Adamant at practicalselfreliance.com. I'll leave a link for that also. All right, we have this. This has been sitting for about 6 minutes. It's working. It's working together. Okay, we're going to get to this back one here. Now, old-fashioned jam is what we're working with. 16 cups of whole and chopped strawberries. Should I really measure this out? I mean, dang recipes. Having to be exact. And that's about, let's call it about 18-ish cups of strawberries. All right, 18-ish cups. 10 cups of sugar, holy crap. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got to 7 cups of sugar and I'm feeling like that's already way too much. I'm stopping at 7. I'm not doing 10 cups of sugar. Not doing it. Strawberries are plenty sweet on their own. My question here though, I made bananas with sugar. I made like a banana type jam thing, right? Monkey butter is what I called it. And I canned it, and within 3 days it was bad because of all the sugar. All right, it tells me to add the whole thing in. What it says, 4 to 6 cups of sugar, 1 whole packet of pectin. Well, that seems pretty easy. Okay, and for lemon juice, we're gonna do 1 half cup. Did about 3/4 cup because I did more strawberries than recommended, or at least in the recipe. I guess it would be recommended, wouldn't it? Got my large spoon. Okie doke. Now we're gonna let this rest for 10 minutes, and I don't have the lid. Okay, here we have the whole strawberries. It's much easier to mix up now that it has been sitting. Now these, I'm not trying to break up too much. These, like I said, are the whole strawberries. They do need to be mixed up and they do need to be heated up. I want to ensure to kill off any bacteria that's on there that could possibly be on there. Okay, now that that is all good and mixed in, I'm going to turn the stove to low. I'll put this on a 2 and I'm just going to let it simmer. Need to get it to about 150 degrees. That's usually whenever germs start to be killed off. So once it's at between 120 and 150, I'll be happy. I'll turn off the heat. I'll let it sit for a minute. I'll get my jars ready to go. And in the process of getting all of my jars ready to go to be canned up, I will get out the canner. So strawberries can be water bath canned. They do not have to be canned in a pressure canner. So I will be getting my large pot. I don't actually have a water bath canner. I have a really, really large pot and it works just fine. That's what I'll be doing. And then once all the strawberries and stuff are in there, I will then be working on more carrots. I have like 15 or 20 pounds or something like that of carrots that I need to put away. I have little ones that I'm going to can whole, and then I have the larger ones that I'm going to be slicing up and canning in carrot slices. Carrots are probably one of the #1 things that we go through. Carrots and chicken. Seriously, we go through so much of those. And cheese. Okay, there's more things, but like in a list of 10 things, like carrots, we just go through them. We love carrots. So I have, like I said, 15, 20 pounds of carrots that I'm going to can up. Those do require the pressure canner. So that's what I'll be doing. But for now, I just need to babysit these strawberries. somebody bring that to me? It's Dad. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Okay. I don't know if it'll work, but she has my permission to run my information. Oh, I figured I was on speaker. Oh, okay. Hi. Okay, well, he has my social security number. Do you need it from me? I just don't. Okay. Yeah, he knows it. Of course. Yeah, I just don't like giving my information out on the phone. Not that number. Thank you. All right, love you. Bye.
So much, Mom. I have so much diamonds and gold.
Oh, that is wonderful. Dang. Hi, I have you on my microwave. That's where you are right now, just hanging out. Yeah, this is super helpful. I have you on a GoPro on my microwave. That's awesome. All right, what I'm doing now. Well, I got a big mess in here. Yes, excuse the mess, it's what it is. Babysitting these strawberries. I'm almost getting ready to turn on the stove on the big one. We're not there yet. Right back here are my carrots. So I have, this is my cast iron electric cooktop. I purchased this because I cannot pressure can on my stove, as it is a glass top and it will shatter the thing, and I spent a lot of money on it. So I don't know how much this was. I got this a while ago. Maybe it was like $50 or $60. I mean, it was a bit expensive for an eye, I'm not gonna lie, but it's cast iron and it's meant to last forever. Also, I thought when I bought it that there would be enough space to have 2 canners on here, and that's just not the case. My carrots. On the top we have the smaller carrots. They are store-bought. These are all store-bought carrots. Got a bunch of them. I'm going to can these up whole. They'll be good for soups and stews and I don't know. Ooh, I'm losing my balance. Anything else that I can cook with. I'm balancing on one leg here and I'm not, you know. Okay. More carrots. This is a mixture between store-bought and homegrown. Got a little mix in there. I did already peel these. These are peeled and ready to go. Everything's ready to go. I just got to cut them up, put them in the jars, sanitize the jars, put them in the jars, and then put them in the canner. These, I did not peel these. They're just so little. What I'm going to do, and I haven't yet, I wasn't going to wash them until I'm ready to use them, but I'm going to give them a really good wash, a real good scrubbing, and then can them up, and hopefully the skins on the carrots won't be an issue after they're canned. I just got them sitting over here with some plastic wrap, just covering it, and then I'm going to put this back on top. Helps to keep the air out, so it's working for me right now. And here we have our big pot and our big spoon. I'll give another mix. What are you making? Strawberries.
You can move that box out real quick, please.
You have your measurements exact.
Like this?
Now, is it supposed to be a gap here?
A gap here?
Yeah. Okay. It just seems like it would push a lot of that heat out, to which it does. Oh, but it's designed to because all of the vents are in the front. Oh, I see. That makes sense.
That's a weird smell.
There's a little bit of heat in the back. Yeah, it's because it's new. I can't put my hand back on the other side. Okay, I have already processed and put away all of the strawberry stuff, and here's all the strawberries. I did not finish the video. I started it, and then I had like a billion things going on. Then I got really hot and stressed out and overwhelmed, and let's just say I had a moment, and I needed to put the camera away. So my moment's over. Everything's clean again, and my strawberries are done. Right here we have the jam, or jellies, or preserves, or whatever you want to call them. I guess technically this would be jam or jelly. And then over here we have the strawberries, I guess, which would be the strawberry preserve because it's whole strawberries. We did have seepage, and I noticed that the color of the strawberries, it's like the color of the juice is thick red, or rich and dark and red, you know? And the strawberries have lost their color. So I think what I'm just gonna do is, yeah, we had seepage, and this one's all crooked. I don't think this one even sealed. I'm just gonna give them to the kids. Well, I'll try it first to make sure it's okay, and then I'll give it to the kids. But more than likely, these over here, the whole strawberries that I canned up, are not going to last but a week. So I'll probably just end up putting them in the fridge. I kind of feel like I know that, and because I feel that way, I'm definitely not going to attempt putting any of it on the shelf. We'll just use it up. But here, I feel really good about these. I feel really good about these. I think these will be good. So, as long as they're stored properly, they should last for 12 to 18 months. Canned up 11 jars. That should last us. We go through about 2 jars of jelly a month, so that should last us about 6 months, roughly 5.5. Very good. 3 gallons of strawberries, 5.5 months worth of jam. We ate a bunch of fresh strawberries. I made strawberry shortbread. I made a couple of other things with the strawberries, so I feel like I got my money's worth out of the 3 gallons of strawberries. Now, I'm sure you've noticed behind me there's still quite the mess. During the cooking process, we also went through and started getting rid of a lot of stuff. Here's a box, and there's 2 other boxes. I just got overwhelmed with there was no space, and I couldn't move around, and there's just so much clutter and so much crap, so I threw a lot of stuff away. Yeah, well, okay, they're in boxes. I'm going to take them and donate them to Salvation Army. So they're not thrown away, but they're no longer a part of part of my house. Kids picked dinner tonight, bagel bites and chicken tenders. Yeah. Yeah. Still got more work to do, so I will finish doing this, but I feel like I absolutely have to get outside. So I'm going to switch cameras because right now you're on the GoPro. I'm going to swap cameras. We're going outside. Alright, the storm clouds pretty much came out of nowhere, and it's thundering and getting ready to rain. My phone only says it's a 20% chance. So I have my harvest basket out here, and you know, funny thing is, I just watered the garden too. Isn't that funny how that happens? Alright, I have my harvest basket, and we're going to pick some stuff to put on the dehydrator. Look at those beautiful daisies. Ooh, aren't those beautiful? It's probably not the most flattering angle. You're down there and we're way up here, and I'm going to just clip off pretty long, a couple of daisies so I can make a bouquet. Everything that I am picking here is lemon balm. Look how beautiful that lemon balm is. It smells lemony. Well, how about that? I only got a couple of sprigs and my basket is full. Covered up the daisies. Hi. Well, since we are pretty full up in the basket with the lemon balm, what I'm going to do is harvest up this oregano. That way I can get lemon balm and oregano in the dehydrator tonight and come out tomorrow and get more. These are onion tops. I'm not going to keep them this time because I already have too many. Alright, it is sprinkling. I'm going to come in here and do a really, really hard cut back. Oh crap, that sprinkles turn into rain. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're inside. Started pouring out of nowhere. Well, I guess it wasn't nowhere. I knew that it was coming because I walked outside with thunder. It's pouring. Here is our basket of herbs that we got from the garden. Lemon balm and oregano, and I got a couple of daisies in here. Then I got rained out. Now I don't need to wash any of these. They're not dirty. There's no bugs on them. I was checking them as I was picking them. But I'm going to start filling up the trays here in these new dehydrators I got. There are 2 10 tray. Ooh, I touched it. We'll leave that alone. I don't know. Okay. These are new. I just got them today. Beginning of the video, we started setting them up. I showed you just a little bit. We took them out of the box, we popped them up here. Now let's talk more about it. This is the Evasion brand dehydrator. It has 10 wire trays, very large trays. And it also came with one of these, which I'm assuming is a mat to go on the tray. I have a dehydrator. Well, now I have more, right? Mine is little. It's very little, and it's round, and I've been using it the last 5 years, and I really have been asking my husband for a larger dehydrator. And I'm so happy that he bought not only one, but 2. So I think I might be selling dried herbs this year. I can finally do that. I've been wanting to do that for years. So what I'm going to do, oregano. I love the smell of oregano. I love oregano. I am going to take it. I'm going to give it a once over, checking it. It's slightly moist because, well, it was raining. There's no dirt, there's no bugs. So all I'm doing is just laying them out in a note that you can't see on my tray, just like this. There we go. Make sure oregano, and we just lay it out. So whenever this dries, I will then be taking the whole sprig and I'll run my hand down it to release all of the leaves, and then I won't have the stem in my final product, I guess. So I'll load these up just real quick. What I'm doing here is, let's think of it as the corn dog method, okay? So the wide tip, and then you flip it, the wide tip, and then, you know, back and forth. That's what we're doing. I'm calling it the corn dog method. I'm not trying to overcrowd anything, but, you know, I'm getting them on here, that's for sure. I guess I really don't have to fill them up as much as I did with the other dehydrator because I have a lot more trays and a lot bigger trays. Alright, now we're going sideways with it. I am taking off the leaves that I don't want to keep, and if there's like any excess stem, this is fine, I suppose. Oh, I missed one. Any yellowing leaves, like I don't want these in my spice. Whatever you want to call it after it's dried, you know, they're spices. And now we just slide it in. If I can get it. Oh, look at me messing up already. Those are fluffy. That might be too fluffy.